Hello, listeners of Heart and Soul Gospel Ministry. This is Joseph, the host of Wake Up Call. Do you use the words honor and glory in your conversations? Do you see yourself using them in your daily life? We often hear this when someone meets a person they have longed to see or someone famous. Ah, it's such an honor to meet you. As they shake hands or when receiving a position or award, one might say, "Thank you for inviting me for such an honorable occasion. This award is a great honor for me." As Christians, we often say, "I give glory to God." If you look up the word glory in the dictionary, it explained it as shining and beautiful honor. So when someone says, "It is an honor to meet you," they are saying, "Meeting you is a shining, beautiful, and honorable moment for me." Likewise, when receiving an award in a large gathering, one might say, "Thank you for inviting me to this glorious occasion." Basically, that person is saying, "Thank you for calling me to this shining, beautiful, and honorable place. This award is truly an honor." What about us Christians? When we say, "I give all the glory to God," what are we saying? Are we saying, all of these shining, beautiful, and honorable recognitions, I give them to God? To rephrase, we might be saying, "Even though I have been placed in a glorious position today, this honor is not mine to receive. It is God who should receive it, so I return it to Him." That sounds like a humble and wonderful declaration, doesn't it? That's why so many Christians live their lives by giving glory to God. But sometimes there are people who say something like this: "God, if you answer this prayer and help me reach that point, I will give you the glory in that place. God, if you raise me to the highest position, I will give you glory from that top place." Have you ever heard this type of prayer? There are more Christians than we might expect who pray, "If God places me in a certain position or fulfills a specific goal, then I will give Him glory from there." But this kind of prayer is not actually a proper one. Why? Some may wonder, what's wrong with giving glory? Isn't that a good thing to give glory to God? Let's think about this a little deeper. The word glory is 영광 in Korean. And if we write this word in Chinese character, it refers to glorious light. However, in Hebrew, the original language of the Bible, glory has no relation to light. Surprised? The Hebrew word for glory is kabod, which means heavy or weighty. Why would heaviness be associated with glory? In fact, kabod doesn't just mean physical heaviness. It refers to abundance or richness so great that it has weight. It's not the heaviness of one item, but it's the combined weight of many rich things. That's why kabod can also mean a person's entire wealth or possessions. So, in Hebrew, glory means that something in God is abundantly full, so full and rich that it carries great weight. We may not know exactly what that something is, but God's glory is His abundant richness. Now, here's the question. Does God's glory change? Does it increase or decrease? Wouldn't it be strange if God's glory went up or down? In truth, God is perfect. He is complete. Therefore, His glory is always perfect and complete as well. It cannot grow or shrink. If it did, that would mean God is no longer perfect. Because God is perfect, His glory doesn't increase or decrease. He is always in perfect glory. Once we understand this, we realize that nothing we can do can add to God's glory, nor can we subtract from it. Then, how can we give glory to God? When could God's glory be revealed? If our actions or behaviors can't increase or decrease God's glory, there's only one way for God's glory to be revealed: when His will is fulfilled. It's not that God's glory appears when I do something great. It is when God's will is fulfilled through me that His glory may be made manifest. That's why our prayers must change. Instead of praying, "God, if you grant me this desire, I will give you glory," or "If you place me in a high position, I will glorify you there," we should pray, "God, through me, may your will be fulfilled so that your glory may be revealed." We often think that we can give glory to God from high positions or by accomplishing great things. We believe that God's glory appears in radiant and glamorous places, but that is not the case. To understand this fully, let us think about Jesus. In John 12:27, Jesus says, "Now is my soul troubled. What shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? But for this purpose I have come to this hour." Jesus spoke these words after entering Jerusalem to bear the cross. His heart was troubled because the time had come for him to be crucified. So, he prayed to the Father asking to be saved from that hour, just as he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. "Take this cup from me." Yet, just as in Gethsemane, Jesus surrendered his will, saying, "Not as I will, but as you will." Here too, he says that though it is what I want to avoid, I have come to this world for this very purpose. Therefore, I will fulfill it. Laying down his own desires, namely avoiding the impending suffering, he made a resolution to fulfill the purpose for which he came to this earth. And he said in John 12:28, "Father, glorify your name." Then a voice came from heaven, "I have glorified it, and I will glorify it again." To paraphrase, Jesus said that, "Father, though my soul is troubled, didn't you send me to this earth to take up the cross and die? Glorify your name by fulfilling your will through me." And God answered, "I have already glorified it, and I will glorify it again." God was saying that everything has been unfolding according to my will so far, and now through you I will fulfill my will once again. And as we know, Jesus was flogged, mocked, and crucified. He took on the suffering. This was the will of God, and through this, the name of God was glorified. Dear Heart and Soul Gospel Ministry listeners, the glory of God is not something we reveal or glamorous platforms. God's glory is revealed when His will is fulfilled in our lives. And just like the path Jesus walked, that place may be dark, frightening, difficult, harsh, and painful. Please do not think, if I do this or achieve that, I can give glory to God. Instead, live with the mindset, I must continually offer myself to God so that His will may be fulfilled through me. That is the only way we can truly give glory to God. May God's perfect will be fulfilled in us, and may His glory be revealed through our lives. With that hope, let us conclude here for today. See you next week. Goodbye.